It's the big breaking story we're tracking this afternoon on Headlines Today. Another sinister twist to the Sunanda Pushkar death case. Shashi Tharoor now alleges a bid to frame him and his domestic help in the murder case. In a letter dated 12th November 2014, Tharoor has complained to the Delhi police about the investigating officer intimidating and physically assaulting his servant to confess that he and Tharoor had in fact murdered Sunanda Pushkar. My colleagues Ankit Tyagi and Ashar Ahmad Khan join me live from the National Capital, tracking all the developments on this investigation. Ankit, take us through this letter that's in your possession.
Well, on 12th November 2014, about a couple of months back, Shashi Tharoor had written a letter to Delhi Police Commissioner in which he had in fact said that this letter was in fact a follow-up of a phone conversation that he already had with the police commissioner, in which he said that his servant Narayan Singh was interrogated by the Delhi police for 16 hours on 7th of November and for 14 hours on 8th of November. And significantly, then he goes on to say he was repeatedly assaulted by one of your officers. Worse, that officer used the traumatic physical assault to try and intimidate Narayan into confessing that he and I murdered my wife. So Shashi Tharoor very clearly saying that Delhi police officers were using intimidation tactics on his domestic help to coerce him into confessing that Shashi Tharoor and his servant had murdered his wife Sunanda Pushkar. Remember, this after the Delhi police has now registered a case under section 302 and of homicide, in fact, and are now trying to send a Visra report to international labs to try and get to the bottom of this mystery death of Shashi Tharoor, the Congress MP's wife. This letter clearly shows that Mr. Tharoor has already expressed his doubts on the police investigation, and also said that his servant is being forced to frame Shashi Tharoor into this murder case. This case has had political repercussions also right from the time it has come into light. Almost a year now, Shashi Tharoor again would be questioned by the Delhi police, as the commissioner himself has made it very clear. Of course, this letter now will give him some leeway so that he can go ahead and say that he already suspects there is pressure being implied in this case so that Shashi Tharoor can be framed for murder.
Ashar Ahmad Khan is also live with us. Ashar, take us through the political implications of this letter that's now out in the public domain.
Well, when this information came out yesterday, we saw the Congress party officially reacting and said that it is rather surprising that why it has taken 1 year. But again, the Congress party also said that it is just a process which is playing itself out, so we'll have to wait and watch. The thinking within the Congress party, as we know, is that at the moment, Shashi Tharoor is only a member of Parliament of Lok Sabha of the Congress party. He also happens to be a member of the Congress party, but he is not in any specific executive position. So he can discharge his duties being a MP, but he is in no specific executive position. That is what is important as far as the Congress is concerned. At the moment, they're trying to wait and watch, see how things develop themselves. But this specific letter already it gives more political leeway as far as the Congress is concerned, and also as far as Shashi Tharoor is concerned.
All right, Asha, stay on with us. Ankit, this letter clearly shows that Shashi Tharoor is in fact doubting the police investigation. Obviously, if he is casting, an accusation against the investigating officer for intimidating the servant into, confession of a crime that Shashi Tharoor obviously alleges that he hasn't committed, this does then cast aspersions on the role that the Delhi police is playing and, the way it's carrying out the investigations. How is the Delhi police reacting to this?
Well, we are yet to hear from Delhi police as far as this letter is concerned. The commissioner, in fact, spoke to the media today, but this question was not raised at that time. But we are waiting for the Delhi police to come and at least clarify what was the response of the police commissioner to a letter that was sent by a sitting member of the parliament. Also, if you see, Shashi Tharoor has also requested in this letter to take immediate and appropriate action against such unlawful misconduct of the officer concerned. So he's clearly raising a lot of doubts on the investigating officer we'll have to now wait and see whether what was the response of the police commissioner to this letter and whether some sort of an investigation or inquiry was initiated as far as this letter is concerned. If not, then the question also comes to fore: why did the Delhi police not investigate it, and why did Mr. Shashi Tharoor not go ahead and file a formal complaint, probably an FIR, against the officer who was trying to intimidate his servant into confessing to this murder? All these questions will only be answered once the Delhi police replies to this. Very clearly, Rishika, Shashi Tharoor, of course, had written this just about a couple of months back. This will also raise questions about the timing of this 302 section of murder being, this case being turned into a murder case investigation just about a month and a half late after this letter was written. And also when Shashi Tharoor yesterday responded in his statement, he had started the statement by the word stunned. He said that I'm stunned by the turn of events. So, of course, this is not only going to be played out politically, but yes, also there are a lot of questions that the Delhi police would, of course, will have to come and clarify as far as this case is concerned.
Well, absolutely. The Delhi police definitely will have to come out and issue a clarification on this latest development. But Ashar, the fact that Shashi Tharoor wrote this letter on the 12th of November, why has the Congress party, which so far appears to be putting its weight behind Shashi Tharoor, not come out and put this out in the public domain earlier?
Well, as far as this entire letter is concerned, as far as the entire episode of death of Sunanda Pushkar is concerned, the Congress party treats this as a private matter of one of its members. So the Congress officially does not respond to these things. It is only Dr. Shashi Tharoor who does all this. Well, we've seen that Shashi Tharoor has not come out and openly spoken about this. As far as the Congress is concerned, what we are hearing is that they think that this is a process which is going on, and there is nothing more to it and nothing less to it. If at a later date something serious emerges, then the Congress party will take a call. At the moment, Shashi Tharoor is in no executive position within the Congress party. He just happens to be a member of parliament and also a member of the Congress, and the matter ends there as far as the Congress is concerned.
All right, the Congress party at this point in time, as Asha has been pointing out, is treating this as a private matter of one of its members of parliament. And while the Congress spokespersons have come out and put their weight behind Shashi Tharoor, they do believe that the law should be allowed to take its course. But Ankit, given the fact that, Section 302 was imposed on the 1st of January 2015, this is a fresh twist in the case that clearly gives Shashi Tharoor a bit of advantage that, he didn't have after that FIR was registered.
At least for the time being, and also before the Delhi Police Commissioner said that he will be questioned. At least this will come out when his questioning also takes place. He is in a position to say that I had already raised my suspicion on the ongoing investigation. He is in a position to say that I had already informed the police commissioner that his officers are intimidating my servant to confess, and that is unlawful. All these things, of course, Shashi Tharoor's defense can raise, but not will be interesting on how the Delhi police responds to it. And of course, once the report of the samples that Delhi police wants to send abroad to understand what sort of a poison was used, all that will add up when the case of final conclusion would come through. Remember, so far the 302 section that has been slapped in the case, the FIR is against unknown person.
Right.
Nobody so far has been named as an accused as far as this case is concerned.
Right. For almost a year, the probe into the Sunanda Pushkar death case seemed to be going absolutely nowhere, but all of that has completely changed in the last 24 hours. The day after the Delhi police decided to probe the Sunanda Pushkar death case as murder, Thiruvananthapuram Member of Parliament Shashi Tharoor is all set to be questioned in the case. A special investigation team has been set up to probe the case. DCP South will be heading the SIT and will monitor the probe very closely. The Delhi Police Commissioner issued a statement today saying everyone related to the case will be questioned. The police is also sending crucial evidence for forensic examination overseas. Let's listen in to what Mr. Vasi in fact had to say.
सवाल एफआईआर लॉन्च होने के बाद शशि थरूर या किसी और से पुलिस ने कांटेक्ट किया है? देखिए, इसमें जिससे भी हमें कांटेक्ट करना है और कब करना है, किस प्रकार से करना है, वो हमारा एक्शन प्लान है हमारे पास में, और एक्शन प्लान के मुताबिक ही जो है इन्वेस्टिगेशन की जाएगी। और जो हमारी इन्वेस्टिगेशन में हमें पता चलेगा और जो आपके साथ शेयर किया जा सकेगा वो हम शेयर करेंगे। पूरी SIT बनाई गई है। SIT इसके ऊपर में काफ़ी गंभीरता से इसको देख रही है। जो इंडिया में नहीं अवेलेबल हैं उस प्रकार के जो एग्जामिनेशन के लिए हमारे को बाहर भेजने की आवश्यकता है, तो हम डेफिनेटली जो भी फैसिलिटी इंडिया में अवेलेबल नहीं है और जो विदेश में अवेलेबल है उसका हम इस्तेमाल करना चाहेंगे। हम एक केस में FIR दर्ज कर रहे हैं 302 में, सो दैट मीन्स देयर इज प्राइमा फेसाई रीजन फॉर अस टू रजिस्टर केस अंडर सेक्शन 302। अब उसके ऊपर में इसके आगे इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगी, इन्वेस्टिगेशन में जो आगे निकलेगा तो उसके हिसाब से आगे कार्रवाई होगी।
We have with us Dr. Sudhir Gupta. Let's have a word with him. Sir, the stand you had taken has now been vindicated. It's clear that the death was due to poisoning. What do you have to say now?
No, actually I have conducted post-mortem examination and it is not my individual opinion. A medical board has constituted by SDM and this is an opinion of a medical board. And it is our professional duty as a government officer to conduct the autopsy and give the opinion. We don't feel that we should follow or I am following the case which is vindicated or which is what is going in investigation. So my job was to conduct the autopsy and the medical board has given the opinion.
Sir, the Supreme Court guidelines also say that the autopsy surgeon who carries out the autopsy has the final say in the trial also. So now that it has been found that death was due to poisoning, what do you think will be done? It's the thallium, polonium, these poisons are being talked about. What happens from now on?
No, basically laboratory has to detect the poison. It is not in the practice of doctors. It is in the practice of the forensic laboratory. So let us see what the laboratory is giving the final finding.
Sir, you had been saying from the beginning that some reports, investigations, were not shared with you.
No, these type of things are not. Everything has been shared.
So one final question, sir. Now that there was a contradiction between the Visra report and the report you had given.
Actually, there were no contradictions in medical science. It is a very complicated issue, so it will not be very easy to explain in 1 minute or 2 minutes. So there are various reasons of non-detection of poison, but the medical finding or autopsy finding is the conclusive finding to establish the cause of death.
Do you think the crime scene was dressed up, sir?
No, I have no comment for that.
So Dr. Gupta, who says that he has no comment on whether the crime scene was dressed up or not, the further examination will reveal what the truth is. With camera person Sanjeev Kumar, Arthur Khan in Delhi for Headlines Today.
Well, there are many questions that the Delhi police's belated FIR has thrown up. Questions about the way the probe has unfolded so far. The first big question is the police being overcautious because of the case's high-profile background? While an FIR does not establish guilt, why did the police not register it till now? Despite filing a murder case, why is the police still suggesting it could be suicide? Has a regime change then at the centre pushed the Delhi police to probe the case better? These are some of the big questions that remain to be answered. Now, as investigators probe injury marks that were found on Sunanda Pushkar's body, Headlines Today has accessed a medical report from a Kerala hospital where she had undergone treatment days before her death. The report says that Sunanda was medically stable when she was discharged. It also says that she was suffering from an autoimmune disease for which she was prescribed medicines. The doctors there say that one of the side effects of the prescribed medicines is excessive bruising.